What's up guys, and Funnape here. I'm sorry I haven't been uploading for over a week, I think. It's just I've had a bit of an emotional roller coaster and it's kind of affected my mindset. So I needed some time to myself to adjust it, and I didn't really feel like uploading a video when my mindset was a bit wacko. So I decided to take a little time off, but now I'm back. Today I'm going to be going over my second top 10 Pokemon that need Mega Evolutions. I say second because I actually did this video like a couple of months ago, I think. So I highly recommend that you go check out that video before you start watching this one. I also noticed that in the comments that a couple of people were saying that some of my Megas were a little too powerful. So I'm going to calm it down slightly. So they're not going to be as powerful as the previous ones, but they are going to be just as awesome. Be sure to let me know down in the comment section below which Mega Evolution was your favourite. And also let me know down in the comment section below what are some other Pokemon you think need Mega Evolutions. And if you think that they should have brought Mega Evolutions back into Sword and Shield. And also let me know down in the comment section below what videos you want me to continue doing. You want me to stop? You want me to actually start doing that I haven't done before? Just let me know down in the comment section below what videos you enjoy on this channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video. At number 10, we have Arbok. Now, Arbok to me is definitely a weird Pokemon to give a Mega Evolution, but I definitely think that we need one because I know a handful of people that like Arbok, but I don't know if it would actually get a Mega Evolution, or if any Pokemon will get any Mega Evolutions ever again. But I do think that if we ever get Mega Evolutions, Arbok should be one of those Pokemon that should get a Mega Evolution because it's one of the most forgettable Pokemon of all. Not many people like it, and it can definitely have some things done to it that can make it even more badass. Let's start things off with its type. We need to change to Pure Poison type because that is not going to cut it. So I think that we should change its type to a Poison and Dark type. That way you can make its Stab Crunch move. And I would change its ability, but I don't know what ability to give it. So I thought, Shed Skin's good enough. I also think that its design should stay a snake, obviously, but we should make it have spikes coming off around its belly near the bit where it looks like a mouth. And the mouth, I definitely think we need to make it even scarier. Maybe give it 4 eyes in the inside and make the mouth open up and show fangs. That would look so cool. And maybe even on the end of its tail, we could give it some sort of boulder or some sort of orbs coming off of its tail. That would make it even more badass and make it kind of look like a rattlesnake. Okay, now let's go over some of its stats. I'm not going to be going over all of their stats. I'm only going to be doing all of their best stats. So in Arbok's case, its best stats are attack, special defense, and speed. I'm going to be increasing its attack power from 95 to 180. Its special defense will be going up from 79 to 200, and its speed will go up from 80 to 130. That way we can keep things a little mediocre and still do some decent damage at the same time. I gotta say, this version of Arbok would be so cool. I definitely think that this is already a major improvement from a Pokemon that not many people know about or not many people like. And I definitely think that this version of Arbok could kick ass. At number 9, we have Crawdaunt. Now, Crawdaunt to me is definitely one of those Pokemon that needs a little bit of a power boost. And the best way, in my opinion, to give it that power boost is to give it a Mega Evolution. Now, let's start off with its design. I think we should change its design from a little crawfish to maybe a mud crab. Or automatically make it even more badass. Change its colour from a red colour to a bit of a brown colour, so that way it kind of looks more like a mud crab. And also make its pincers even bulkier, and make it even more badass, and maybe even give it 4 pincers to make it show that it's even more badass than it usually is. I already think that this could be one of the best Mega Evolutions if we put it in the game. As for its type, I don't really know what type to give it. I don't think Water and Dark type should be a thing. Like, maybe you can give it the Water and Dark type, but I don't know. Like, maybe some good options are Water and Ground type. So that way it's only weak to Grass type moves. Or maybe even give it Water Dragon type. Since that way it can make good on its Dragon Dance move. Like, I definitely think that Mega Crawdaunt has so many options for types. Like, it could be Water and Dark, Water and Ground, or Water and Dragon. Any one of those types would be awesome. But for its ability, it has to have the ability Tough Claws. So that way it can gain a power boost for every move that makes physical contact. So any moves like Knock Off, Crab Hammer, Night Slash, any one of those moves will gain a power boost. Which also come in handy with its move, Swords Dance. Okay, now let's get into the stats. For Crawdaunt's attack power, it's going to go from 120 to 230. For defense, it's going to go from 85 to 175. And for special attack, it's going to go from 90 to 150. I definitely think that these are all around good stats, and like with the types and ability, and like, considering everything that I said about Mega Crawdaunt, this Pokemon could definitely dominate in OU. At number 8, we have Exploud. I don't get why they didn't give Exploud a Mega Evolution back in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Because it could have been the perfect Gen 3 to Gen 6 Mega Evolution, but they decided not to give him one. Kind of like with Mega Flygon. But, well, now I'm going to talk about Mega Exploud. In my opinion, Mega Exploud would have been a perfect Pokemon. If I were to change its type, I would probably make it a normal and ghost type, but I think pure normal type is fine with me. For its design, I would probably have Exploud like hunched over and have his arms kind of like this into the ground, and have like amp speakers coming all the way down its arms, and its back tails would go all the way over its head and have speakers coming out of those as well. I know it's not the most original idea in the world, but it's the best I got. Okay, now it's time to get into the stats. For Exploud's HP, I would increase it from 104 to 220. Its attack will increase from 91 to 180, and its special attack will go from 91 to 210. This way it can be a bit of a mixed attacker and can dish out some decent hits and can take a few at the same time. This Exploud mainly specialises in special attacking, considering like most of it, the moves it can learn are special attacks. So I definitely think that this would make more sense if it was a special attacker. At number 7, we have Slacking. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm kind of stumped on what Mega Slacking should look like. Like, I was kind of thinking maybe I give it like ripped muscles on its stomach, so where it kind of looks kind of scary, and maybe like make him like more muscly, and maybe even give him the fighting type. Like, maybe that will work, but it's the best I can come up with. I also think maybe we should give it the ability Intimidate, so that way it's better than its actual ability. Taunt, because no one really likes Taunt. And maybe even give it the fighting type, since that way like the designer came up with it does kind of sound like a fighter. Yeah, I definitely think that this could probably work. Okay, now it's time to get into the stats, and oh boy, if they actually made a Mega Slacking like I have made it, it would be straight into Ubers straight away. Okay, for Slacking's HP, I think we need to move it up from 150 to 225. Its attack should go from 160 to 250, and its speed should go from 100 to 195. This way, it can get in some powerful stab attacks and some like filler attacks, and can also outspeed quite a few of our opponents as well. I'm fairly certain that this will instantly get banned from Smogon. Looking back, I can see why they didn't make a Mega Slacking. Because if they did, it would be the most broken Mega Evolution in the game. I'm fairly certain that they were planning on making a Mega Slacking, but decided not to because it's too goddamn broken. Because if you made a Mega Slacking, you had to change its ability and make its already powerful attacks godlike. So I'm fairly certain that Mega Slacking was an instant no-no. But if they actually had decided to make it Mega Slacking, I'm fairly certain it would go straight into Ubers. At number 6, we have Mightyena. I have just noticed that this list has quite a lot of Pokemon from Generation 3, but I promise that this is the last one on the list. I definitely think that a Mega Mightyena is a must. Like, we definitely need a Mega Mightyena because it's not that popular, and it can do so many things. Let me start with its design. I think we need to make it based on the three-headed hellhound Cerebro, I can't remember its name. Basically the three-headed hellhound. And I definitely think that, oh, I remember, it's Cerberus. Cerberus, that's its name. I think we need to base it off Cerberus, the three-headed hellhound. And make sure that all three heads look really, really demonic. And make it kind of look like it came straight from hell. And each head has a little gem underneath its neck, which emits a ghostly aura. So that's why I decided to give it the extra bonus of being a ghost type. For ability, I'm thinking either Strong Jaw or Cursed Body. That way it can make you, if it's crunch moves, and if it has Cursed Body, you can make any kind of contact that there's a high chance that that move will become useless. Okay, now to get into Mightyena's stats. Now, I've got to say, a regular Mightyena has all around stats that are pretty close to each other. So it was quite difficult to figure out which stat I should get which power boost. So I hope you kind of agree with what stats I gave it. Okay, for attack, we need to raise its attack power from 90 to 225. For defense, we raise it from 70 to 190. And for speed, we raise it from 70 to 200. This way, you can outspeed quite a lot of opponents and do some decent physical attacks. And I'm thinking about maybe raising its special attack, but I can't decide how high to put it. But let's just say that the special attack is risen, so that way you can get some decent Shadow Balls off. In my own opinion, Mightyena is definitely one of those Pokemon that is in desperate need for a Mega Evolution. I don't get why they didn't give it one when Oras came around, but I definitely think if we ever get new Mega Evolutions, big if, and they decided to give Mightyena one, I definitely think that it would definitely be worth it because Mightyena is such an ideal Pokemon for a Mega Evolution. At number 5, we have Lantern. Now, of all of the Pokemon on this list, Lantern was definitely the hardest Pokemon to place, mainly because of its stats, design, and many other things. So I hope you appreciate the work I had to put in to figure out what to do with Mega Lantern. For Mega Lantern's design, I think that we need to make its light bulb antenna even longer. Kind of like how that shark was in Finding Nemo. Do you remember that one that almost ate Dory? Yeah, I think we should make it more like that. And also make it kind of more like a dolphin. Like maybe make its tail like sideways and kind of looks more like a dolphin's kind of tail, maybe? I don't know. It's really hard to say, like, I can picture it in my head, but I can't really express how it looks like. As for its ability, I think that it was hard to pick one that already exists. So I say, let's make a brand new ability. Can't decide what it's called, but I think we need to make an ability that actually increases its land and turn special attack and speed when it's in a water-based area. So say like when you're surfing or near the sea, something like that. But if I had to pick an already existing ability, I would probably go with Swift Swim. So that way it can increase all of its speed while it's raining. It could be useful in double battles. As for its type, I would say we should keep it the same. That way it can handle all of the stuff it's already weak against, but it can also gain a little bit of a power boost thanks to the stats I gave it. Speaking of which, let's get into the stats. For Lantern stats, I say we need to increase its HP from 125 to around 210. I think that's pretty respectable. For special attack, 76 to 195. And for speed, I'd say it should go from 67 to 170. This way it has all around good stats and can kick a little ass. I just think that this Mega Lantern idea could do so well for the Pokemon community. I definitely think that we need a Mega Lantern. At number 4, we have Ursaring. Now this one is definitely one of my personal favourites. I definitely think that a Mega Ursaring is necessary, in my own opinion. Now, I definitely say for its design, we should make it based more like a bear, but also have a little sprinkle of a Wolverine mixed in there as well. Here's what I mean. I say we need to cover it in fur to make it more like a grizzly bear. Say maybe cover it in white fur, maybe make its tail kind of big and poofy, and make its claws even longer. Maybe make it have lockjaw and have saber-toothed tiger fangs coming out of it. And I would say give it the signature Wolverine 3 claws coming out of both of its wrists. That would make it look so badass. If you hadn't guessed already, the ability that I'm going to give Mega Ursaring is Tough Claws. If you hadn't guessed, well, I'm surprised. Tough Claws will make sure all of its physical attacks will do double the damage. And if you hadn't guessed, Ursaring has a wide variety of physical attacks. And maybe we'd even give him some more if they have actually put him into a game. I definitely think that a Mega Ursaring would be so cool. But with the stats I gave it, I'm pretty sure it would go straight into either OU or banned. For Ursaring stats, I would say we need to get its HP, attack and speed up. For HP, I say we get it from 90 to around 185. For attack, we get it from 130 to 245. And as for speed, get it to 55 to 110. This way you can outspeed a couple Pokemon, take some hits, and dish out some OP hits at the same time. This would be great for wall breaking and just for beating the crap out of a Pokemon really quick and can take a few hits at the same time. Ursaring, in my opinion, would be an awesome idea for a Mega Evolution, and I'm surprised Game Freak hasn't actually gotten that through their heads. I mean, what are you thinking, Game Freak? Why did you give Glalie a Mega Evolution and Audino a Mega Evolution and not Ursaring? Ursaring deserves a Mega Evolution more than they do, in my own opinion. At number 3, we have the Johto starters. Yes, I do notice it is technically 3 E-slots instead of 1, but if one got a Mega Evolution, the other 2 would get them as well, so I decided just to include all 3 of them. I'm going to be going over their design and stats, but I'm not going to be going over their abilities, because I don't really know what abilities they would have, and I'm not going to go over their types because same reason. For Mega Meganium's design, I would say we should give it a bit of a floral pattern. So give it an extra flower inside of its flat around of its neck, and give it a leaf mask. Cover its back with a kind of a leafy forest, and make its antennas even longer and go down behind its head. For its stats, I would say we should increase its defense from 100 to 225, its special attack from 83 to 195, and its special defense from 100 to 200. This way it can be a bit of a tank, so that way it can take attacks and dish some decent attacks out at the same time. For Mega Typhlosion, I reckon we should have fire come out of his shoulders and his legs, make his face look more demonic. Or, if you don't know what that means, make him look more demon-like. And I would say make smoke come out of his back of his neck. And for stat, I would say for special attack, we need to increase his special attack from 109 to 215. For speed, move it up from 100 to 195. And for special defense, make it at 85 to 225. This Mega Typhlosion is a bit of a glass cannon, so it can be taken out in one attack, but it can dish out some insanely powerful attacks and dish them out quickly at the same time. For Mega Feraligator's design, I say we need to give him webbed hands and feet, surround his entire body with long red spikes, kind of like the ones that are attached to his tail and his head. And I would say make his teeth even longer to make him even more badass and even more scary as hell. Alright, for Alligator's stats, I would say increase its attack power from 105 to 210. For its defense, move it up to 100 to 185. And for speed, get it up to 78 to 200. I know that that's a massive increase in its speed, but there's a reason for that. I decided that it would be great if it had a move Dragon Dance. So if it teaches Dragon Dance, it'll already up its OP speed and attack, and make use of all of its strong stab water moves, such as Waterfall. And I would definitely say that this Mega Feraligator would be so OP as hell. At number 2, we have Dragonite. Now, out of every Pokemon I have listed so far, I think this is the one that is least likely to get a Mega Evolution. But I still think that a Mega Dragonite could work, despite its Mega Stone being called Dragonite or Dragonite-ite. To me, in my opinion, Dragonite looks like one of those Pokemon that should Mega Evolve, but can't. Let me go a little bit more in depth. Have you seen those Pokemon that look like they should evolve or Mega Evolve, but can't? To me, Dragonite is one of those Pokemon. For its design, I would say cover it in armoured plating. So well, to be honest with you, I was thinking about maybe giving it the Steel type. So that way, it'll cover quite a lot of its weaknesses, and yeah, I think a Dragon Steel type would be so cool, because I'm pretty sure then its only weakness would be, a ground type. I think its only weakness would be a ground type. Like, that would cover so many of its other weaknesses, such as Dragon and Fairy. Like, that would just be so cool. To me, it also makes sense why I would become a Steel type, because it can already learn so many good Steel type moves, such as Iron Head and Iron Tail, and back in Generation 4, it was able to learn Steel Wing. So if we manage to bring all of those moves into different generations of games, and make a Mega Dragonite, I think it could really work. And as for its ability, I would probably say maybe Tough Claws again. Like, to be honest with you, Tough Claws could just work with so many Mega Evolutions and so many Pokemon. It's unbelievable as hell. Okay, now let's move on to Dragonite's stats. Now, I definitely think that these are going to be some of the best stats in the game. Alright, Dragonite stats. For its attack power, we move it from 134 to 230. For defense, we move it from 95 to 200. And for its special defense, we move it from 100 to 195. This way, it can take loads of hits and dish them out very hard. Like, I definitely think that this Mega Dragonite could dominate in both the games and the competitive scene. I think I have created one of the most powerful Mega Evolutions of all. However, there's still one other Pokemon who I'd love to see a Mega Evolution out of. And finally, at number 1, we have Arcanine. Now, Arcanine may sound like a weird choice, but I personally think that a Mega Arcanine would be so cool. And here is why. Yes, it's not one of those Pokemon that basically gets turned away by everybody, but it is a fan favourite Pokemon, and not many people actually dislike Arcanine. Plus, also, which is a major plus, it does look like it can evolve or Mega Evolve. So I would say it would be an ideal Pokemon to make a Mega out of. For its design, I would probably say it would be a combination of a lion, a tiger, and a dragon. So I would say give it a dragon face and kind of give it the traditional Chinese dragon whiskers. Keep the tiger stripes and make its body kind of like a lion. That would make it look pretty cool. And I'm not sure for ability. Like for me, I would probably say Tough Claws or maybe Strong Jaws. Tough Claws or Strong Jaw would be a perfect idea for a Mega Arcanine in my own opinion. And finally, it's time to get into Arcanine stats. Okay, I would say for stats, make its attack go from 110 to 205. For its special attack, go from 100 to 190. And for speed, I would say go from 95 to 175. This way, it'll be a bit of a mixed attacker and can do some really good outspeeding. And I've got to say that this actually sounds like one of the best Mega Evolutions I've ever come up with. As for its type, I would probably say the best thing for Arcanine would probably be either make it a pure fire type, or make it a fire and dragon type. So that way you can make a duo of Dragon Pulse, and maybe we can even eventually teach it how to use Dragon Claw. But still, I definitely think that Arcanine would be the best Pokemon that I've come up with for a brand new Mega Evolution. And that's why it's at number 1. And there you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. And be sure to let me know down in the comment section below which one was your favourite. And also let me know if you think the Mega Evolutions were just right, if they were too weak, too powerful. Literally anything that you think I can improve on, let me know down in the comment section below. If you want me to make more videos like this in the future, be sure to also let me know down in the comment section below, because right now, I'm actually, not going to lie, I'm actually struggling to figure out what sort of videos to upload, because I don't really know what you guys like, because I know so many people on my channel come here for different things. Like, some people come from my Pokemon themed videos, some come from my vlogs, some come from my music videos. So let me know down in the comment section below what videos you want me to continue doing, and what videos you think I should stop doing, because that way I can improve my channel a little bit. If you enjoyed this video as much as I did, be sure to give it a massive thumbs up, comment down below, share this video with a friend, and if you're new, subscribe to my channel. It's been Inferno today. Okay, that's all from me, so until the next time, this is Infernape, signing off. Bye!